Content over everything.
African, Israeli Jews are more mistreated than any other.
Okay, I specifically looked up Ashkenaz Sephardi because that's where the conversation went to. So that's what I looked up.
Okay, so I represent black people, right?
Right.
So the conversation is always how are black people treated in Israel, just like how they treat in England, that's how they treat in Australia, whatever it might be. And I'm saying that the European Jews are treated much more better collectively than the African Jews. From what I've seen.
Well, there's not only European and African Jews. There's Middle Eastern Jews.
I'm saying that there's always a dynamic, right? And it seems at the very top is the European Jews, and at the very bottom is the African.
Well, that's what I'm explaining to you. So that this dynamic.
There's Moroccan Jews.
Okay, so I'm talking about that sub-Saharan.
Moroccan Jews. Oh, that's a good one actually. That helps my argument. Are Moroccans African Jews?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so Moroccan Jews. So you got, and there's Jews generally from the Middle East.
Now here's the context. I'm saying,
Indian Jews.
I'm going to give the context because people like to just dance around it.
They are.
That people of African, indigenous African descent, sub-Saharan as you want to call it, wherever they find themselves, there seems to be a dynamic. They seem to be at the bottom and obviously at the top. And I've asked you, in Israel, is that true? You haven't spoke about those Jews. They're the ones I'm interested in.
Well, you asked me that, and then then the discussion went to about Jews that are Sephardi and Jews that come from the Middle East that are darker. That's what it did. That's where the conversation went to.
I'm a black Betterman builder.
I understand.
So as a black Betterman builder, I'm talking about the people who identify as black, or sub-Saharan, Afro-archetypal, or however you want to say it.
I understand that.
So
I understand what you care about, but I'm just explaining where the conversation went.
So the next research you have to, because you do a lot of research now, is to find out how our black people, the black Jews, the East African.
You know what? I'm gonna guess. Okay, let's do a bit of research. I'll come back to you on that one. Okay? How we do that? Okay.
Well, I've done the research and I'll let you know that there's much improvement that needs to be had. There's much improvement.
Nosson,
peace, brother. We are. Respect. Hey, the light just did.
Government are doing. How terrible is it, right? Would I go up to you and say, what do you mean the government? Everybody in the government is that? Why are you tarnishing the government? I would say you should definitely tell people it's the government. Wait, let me
white people. Because we're not saying people in the government. You're naming a religion. So why if we say Christian white people are raping kids? High class Christian white people are raping kids.
They were labeling. It was labeling a very specific group.
Someone say that. Or someone say Zionist Jews.
Why you keep coding? We're not talking about Zionist Jews raping. It's not happening. It's not happening. Stop talking about it.
I'm giving you a point. Is it's a label? I'm giving you a point. It's a label. It's in reference.
I gave you a hypothetical. I answered
hypothetical. Okay. What we're talking about is real stories. It's a reference.
Hypothetical stories.
It's a reference.
You know what I find worrying? Do you know what I find worrying? Is that I would have actually excused you if you said that you get information from the TV, because TV is controlled, whereas you're actually selectively picking on the internet. So it seems like you're actually looking for a certain narrative rather than actually being dictated.
I'll tell you why. That's crazy. I'll tell you why. It's not biased.
Because people at home watching from TV.
You're not looking for. You're not trying to stop pedophilia. You're trying to stop Muslim.
Here's the thing. You can't solve all the problems in the world. What I'm saying is, I'm not Tommy Robinson, right? I wasn't the one that's standing up.
But you're supporting him.
I am supporting him because it's somebody that's fighting it. If somebody were to fight against the people in government, I would support that too. Okay, I'm not going to worry that you're going to say. I'm not going to start saying, oh, he's using the wrong words. He's using government, and instead he should be just saying people.
Why not generation identity? You want to get rid of Jews?
He's fighting it.
Why not fight grooming gangs instead of Muslim grooming gangs?
Generation identity. I can't answer.
Why not fight all grooming gangs?
I'm going. So what did you say? Sorry.
Why not fight all grooming gangs instead of Muslim grooming gangs?
These are the grooming.
That's why there's a narrative, because he's using the pre-modified Muslim.
I've never heard of these grooming gangs that the police are not doing anything about, right?
He just showed you one. He just showed you one.
I haven't finished sentence.
Okay, go on.
I haven't finished sentence. Go ahead. Right, that are going into communities, right, in the same way that the Muslim grooming gangs have. Wow. Here's the thing. They're going into places like hospitals and to people that are the care homes.
Snatching children from the street.
Exactly. So the people that are in charge of the care homes, they should be the ones that are doing the whistleblowing. They should be doing something about it. They obviously, for whatever reason, don't care. What you have over here is a situation where the fathers do care. They're going to the police, and the police are not doing anything about it. It's not the same same situation. You can't compare the two.
But you know,
Tommy Robinson is supporting people from his own community. I'll say it again if you don't understand. I'll say it again if you don't understand. I'll say it again if you don't understand. Tommy Robinson, right, is supporting people, right, that they're going to the police, right, their fathers, right, they're going to the police and saying, look, my daughter is being raped, right, and the police are not doing anything about it, right. That's what he's fighting against. You can't compare that to people that are in hospitals, to people that are in, yeah, read it now.
We can compare.
Read it now.
Okay.
Read it now.
So what I was trying to show Nosson about was
Nosson, yeah.
about a guy called Brian Gerrish. He interviewed a police officer about child rape, yeah, in being committed by people, say in the government or whatnot, yeah. So this, my reading's not the best, yeah. Sorry, I didn't get A in English. Sorry, in a courageous and explosive audio interview with UK column Dispatches from the Front, a Metropolitan Detective Constable, Child Protection Specialist, takes the lid off the scale of child abuse, trafficking and prostitution in London and the UK. This criminal conspiracy seeks to deceive the public and stop the truth emerging in every possible way. Young children taken from care, stolen, picked up on the street, groomed for sex, drugged, sickened with serious disease or dying in the gutter are shown to be worthless playthings of powerful people. The same people who run Britain, the very authorities supposedly protecting families, society and the weak and vulnerable. John's courage deserves that everyone listening to his testimony circulates it and demands action.
Okay.
Wait, let me just finish the description. A Britain run by those who protect child abusers and murders is shown to be the sickening reality, but a far more dangerous future lurks beneath the surface as this criminal British state unchecked grabs yet more power over families and children by the day.
Okay, right. So now the thing is, if somebody were to stand up and start fighting against that, if they were to say that they are from the government, I'd have no problem. If these people were all upper class white people, if that's what they were, right, and there was a gang of them, there's a group of them, and he said that that's what they were, I would have no problem with that, because that's what they are, right? If that's the reason why they're being defended, right, if there's nothing happening to them because they are a certain class, right, so then that's what should be said.
If the label was Jewish, upper class.
Oh my God! Yeah. Is that happening? Is that what the article was talking about? You just
gave a scenario. You just said if it was upper class white men. Is that what you said?
No, you gave that example. You said these are upper class white men. So I said if that's who they are, I'm saying.
But let's say
now you're giving a hypothetical.
Let's say they were Jewish. Would you like that?
So if
as a Jewish
so now
man.
we're talking about a hypothetical, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You would like that.
If they were Jewish, right, and the police were not doing anything because there were Jewish people raping other people, right, and it was happening for years, and somebody complained that these Jewish people were doing that, I would not fight him saying, oh, stop saying he's Jewish. So right? I would say what I would say is those people that are doing it should be taken to prison. That's what I would say. Right? I wouldn't start saying, oh, they're saying it's Jewish. Is that the first thing you can think about? These girls are being raped, and you care about who's
so you still be okay with it, knowing that the Jewish community.
By the way, let's click here for the camera. This is hypothetical. Okay, it's not happening. Okay.
We don't know yet.
You still be okay with it?
We don't know yet. What I read out was hypothetical.
No, that's not. No, that's a real thing.
And that was
that's a real situation, but they're not Jewish.
You still be okay with
people in government. Yeah.
You still be okay with Jewish people being called whatever. Yeah.
My point is, if it's happening, yeah.
Knowing.
Don't blame the person that's telling the truth that it's happening. What should be the important thing is to stop it from happening.
The Jewish community will be prosecuted. We will still be okay with that.
But he is selective on.
We will still be okay with that. Knowing that Jewish people will be prosecuted for that. All Jewish people, innocent people.
What I would say is,
innocent kids in school will be prosecuted.
In order to protect myself from being persecuted,
that's so sickening.
in order for me to be protected, let me answer this question. In order to protect myself from being persecuted, what I would try to do is I would try to announce to as many people that I'm totally against this, and I would also support people that were trying to fight it.
So when you get punched in the street, I would fight him back.
What can I do? If I get punched, I get fight back.
punishable for something
wouldn't you?
Wow, and you should be okay with it.
I'm okay with it. No, I'll fight back. What I'm saying is the way I would defend myself would not be to hush up the story, right? So that these people could be.
He wants to say sorry.
But if I say sorry, I don't need to say sorry. I didn't say apologize. I didn't say apologize. I didn't say sorry. I didn't say apologize.
I would say tackle it as a Muslim.
What I was condemn it. What I was condemn it.
Why condemn it?
That's all you need to do. Just get up on the TV, say we condemn this. That's it. This is a terrible thing.
That makes Tommy Robinson.
Yeah, but a random Asian guy that don't even practice religion.
It's not about that. It's about having support to stop this thing.
That's sort of
wait a second. Hold on. Let's get back to the whole problem. The whole problem is not the rape itself, because that if the police come and stop it, that's it. There's no more rape. The problem is the police are not doing anything about it. Why are they not doing anything about it? They said we're not going to do anything about it because we're going to be called a racist.
Yeah, but
that's what they said.
So does the blame go to them?
Yeah, of course it's a police problem. If you Muslims were to get up and say
you Muslims
and get up and say
you Muslims,
who say that? Is that Leo?
You can arrest people for terrorism, and not fair being called a racist.
If you
arrest them for paedophilia, you're scared to be called a racist. What's the difference, my friend?
If you were to get up and say, we are against this, right? People would not be against you because they would see a separate between a separation between.
So you already put it out there. Muslim grooming gangs. The damage is done.
But look what you're doing right now. Instead of fighting against this, all you care about is your name. I don't care about the grooming gangs. My name.
You see right now, yeah? You see what everyone's doing right now,
yeah? The facts are tarnishing your name, not Tommy Robinson. Don't you get that?
He's a product of what he's been, what he's dissected. Do you understand what I'm saying? So he's just regurgitating the information that he knows. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which is wrong information. Yeah. So we're getting mad at him, but secretly we shouldn't even really be getting angry with him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because he's just regurgitating what he sees on a daily basis, which is bullshit. Do you understand what I'm saying?
In the Muslim community, what do the Muslim people do about the people that they say are doing racism or grooming gangs?
There's no that I think there's a difference between there not being a Jewish grooming gang and not being able to see what happens out there, because you can't stand it. You're talking about something we don't know about.
Straight away. So to say that,
if you want to say that
they don't know about that,
but you don't know that. There's lots of things that they might be, but we're talking about what we know. We're not talking about what we don't know. So if you want to just come up with some random,
but you know what he's saying, Muslim all has to come out protest, blah blah.
Nobody wants to publicize.
What I'm trying to say is, look, let's start it from here. You guys are all Muslims. We can start from here right now. Let's change the narrative. Don't worry. Not all of us.
Majority Jewish here.
What I'm trying to say is you need to change the narrative. Stop trying to say, oh, this is you know, Tommy Robinson says Muslim. No, the facts are that it's Muslim, and what you need to do is say, look, we are going to go on the media. We're going to say, why aren't the police doing anything about it?
Wait.
Say, why don't the police do anything about it? We condemn them for doing it, and why don't the police do anything about it? That's all. Finish. Start from here. You all agree?
No.
You don't agree.
The only time that I believe.
Why not? Do you agree?
The only time that I believe
condemn grooming gangs and say why aren't the police doing it? That should be the primary thing.
Tommy Robinson done an interview with a Muslim imam about what, a couple months ago, a week ago, whatever. Yeah.
Not Sunni.
My man sorry my brother, you get my he condemned, even though I don't agree with what he was, a lot of what he was saying, he condemned the grooming gangs, he condemned a lot of things that battery died. He condemned a lot of things that people like to associate with
Leon, Islam and Muslim.
Why are you not talking about it?
Man, Leon,
do you understand what I'm saying?
Like, they don't get talked about.
People keep focusing
for a professional channel, like content over everything. No, seriously, content. We're gonna address this right now, right here, right now. For a professional
it's a BCam, it's the BCam.
It's the BCam.
The main lights over there.
The man that sat down with Tommy Robinson, he spoke out about Muslim grooming gangs and a bunch of other topics. Why are you not talking about him? Because right there's a Muslim speaking out.
So it's done.
The thing is, you're not looking for people speaking out against it, but you're but subconsciously and by default, you hear people talking against it. Yeah,
because you can hold the light down, you know, fam. It's not
moving on mad at that. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore,
you just admit that's all he looks
Exactly. So therefore, if you're not necessarily looking for people condemning it, you're not going to find it because it's not in the everyday media.
I'm saying all of you should be more worried about condemning it than protecting your name. Right now, this discussion right now, right here, all of these guys shouldn't be doing it. That's it. I don't hear any of that. Never hear.
We said that. So why the footage?
I never heard it. Guys, if it's on the footage, please rewind it because I never heard it. I'm talking about right now. We're here right now. Oh, not here right now.
Who doesn't condemn it? Who doesn't condemn it?
We don't have. We don't.
But instead of spending like 3 hours, you know, having a discussion about Tommy Robinson, the real problem is that it's happening. Not that Tommy Robinson is talking about it.
We've all admitted that we condemn it. Now, when are Tommy Robinson and his followers, like yourself, going to stop using the pre-modified Muslim rather than
I hardly used it. The only reason why I used it is if you like push me to use it.
No, but I said Tommy Robinson and his followers, all of them, because that's what he drives upon. He says Muslim grooming gangs. He never ever just says.
That shows the agenda. That shows the agenda to prosecute the Muslim community.
Well, I've said this like it's already like 6 times now, and I'll say it again.
You know the agenda to prosecute the Muslim community. You know that, right?
That's nonsense. That's nonsense.
It is.
Whoa, hey, when you label the whole community, that's not agenda to prosecute Muslims.
No, I can understand how you see it from your perspective. Right? It seems that way, right?
Yeah, because on the Passion Road,
because you're Muslim, of course you feel that way. I can understand that. But what I'm saying is, but from his perspective, right? He would never talk about Muslims if the police would deal with it. It's only because the police are not dealing with it because they are Muslims. He talks about them.
If it wasn't grooming gangs, it would be some next topic. He's in agenda. He will always find something to talk about. It's not just grooming gangs. Wait, stop. You see, way before Tommy Robinson ever moved to grooming gang, his whole ideology was on terrorism, and how Muslims need to fight terrorism in the community. Now he's changed it, to the group.
You're wrong. You don't know. You don't know.
Stop. Let's just say on the off chance that I'm wrong, From when I've started this Tommy Robinson, I heard him talking about terrorism, That was the main thing he's talking about. Now he's reverted to his main topic of discussion is grooming gangs. So therefore,
it's all about Muslims.
Because
how do you see that he's against Muslims? Do you believe that he's against Muslims?
I think that he's against what certain Muslims are doing. I don't think it's against Muslims. Do you know what it means to be against Muslims? It means you're against all Muslims. Hitler was against Jews. Tommy Robinson doesn't want to expel all the Muslims. Doesn't want to expel all Muslims.
The thing that Muslims are doing, everyone else is doing.
Hitler didn't start off saying kill the Jews straight away. He built a movement.
No, but he was against it. He hated all Jews.
Yeah, but that's not how he started out.
Tommy Robinson doesn't hate. No, he doesn't. He doesn't hate Muslims.
Oh, really? How do you know his life like that?
He said so.
Tommy Robinson has the Muslims that support his narratives on his video. Other than them ones, he don't like them. If you're agreeing with what he says, like that Iman did, when he said certain things, you see Tommy's eyes light like it's Christmas. When he's like, when I said it, they didn't listen to me. But when you say it, it's like, oh my God, do you understand what I'm saying? That's when he agrees with it. Other than that, he don't care. He doesn't care about any Muslims.
He tactically knew to go for a shit.
Well, he's agreeing with Muslims. That's his point of view. And of course, if all you Muslims were all supporting his point of view, he'd be. Look, here's the thing. A lot of Muslims, right, are saying what you're saying. So of course, it's going to be against that because you're not supporting it.
Just for the argument. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you're black.
You know the way.
Well, okay, I assume you Muslim. No problem. I was wrong about that. You're not.
Exactly. See? You're assuming things, my friend. You see?
What's that supposed to mean? See what? It's called it's called assumptions. You do it all the time. You do it every day, all the time.
Alright, cool.
Forget about that. What are we talking about?
I'm listening to you.
Tommy Robinson.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking
about you need to condemn Tommy Robinson on the camera.
Exactly. That's what you need to do.
You need to condemn him.
Okay, let me tell you
something. Come on, man. He's not your friend.
I think Tommy Robinson is a saint.
Oh,
I think it's a
saint. Say that again.
A saint.
Saint Robinson.
Well, it's true.
Let him finish.
It's true. I think somebody that is willing to risk his life, right? He's willing to risk his life to save. No, he's not. To save other people.
You think he risks his life for Jews?
He's risked for his own people.
For Jews, I said. For you.
Well, maybe he's only for his own people, right? But I think for one thing for sure, if he saw me being hurt, yes, and he doesn't know anything about me, I think he would.
He said, fuck about Africa, I see that yesterday. Yeah, look, that's your boy Tommy. Read that.
You're saying.
the guy said,
it's all about Ethiopia.
Play the video, yeah, and then his response was, if that's how you feel, that's your guy. That's your saint. That's your saint.
Saint Robinson.
Official Tommy Robinson account. Official account.
Wait, before I condemn it, what was the guy saying? What was the guy saying though?
Yeah, Tommy Robinson.
It does matter what he says. It does matter. He shouldn't curse. But cursing aside, what was he talking about?
So what, you just passed that aside?
He said
He condemned it, basically. Let's hear what he says. Hey, quiet.
Let's see what he said. Let's see what he said. Can you get louder?
No, I think it's the loudest anymore.
You've got to put it right to the
Repeat it, man. Repeat it.
Make him hit.
I'll listen to it.
Put on the camera after, yeah.
I want to hear what he says. He might change it though.
Look at him smiling. Make him Chinese.
He's got his excuse ready.
So he got caught out, man. And that's what he like.
The thing is, everyone knows he's a racist.
Muslim.
I can't
Shut up.
It's bad, bro. Everyone, literally everyone knows.
Yeah, look at him like he's ready to go no time soon. Look at him. They're ready to go no time soon. Alright, cuz, in a bit. I remember, Kai, come and check me when you're ready. Kai, remember to check me when you're ready, yeah? Give me my number, Kazi. What time now?
Okay, stop. Yeah, okay. What he's from Eritrea and he says he's uncomfortable with his Britishness. How long are you gonna chat? So he said, go back to Africa. That is right. You shouldn't curse. It's not. It shouldn't be rude about it. 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 It shouldn't be rude about it.
So, do you condemn that?
Yeah, I think it's a rude way to talk.
No. Do you condemn it?
What happened? I missed it, what happened?
Are you going to condemn Tommy for that?
Same Tommy.
I condemn.
Are you going to condemn him? Look at him, he ain't got no scene anymore, you know?
Saints make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Even saints make mistakes.
It's a pretty big mistake.
Why are you listening to me? March attempt.
This is the guy that he said is not racist.
March attempt. That's the other day.
People get het up at the moment.
This is the guy you said was not racist a couple hours ago.
Couple minutes ago.
The content he got look.
You can't justify that.
Well, look, here's the thing. What he's saying is if you take away the curse word, right, and you just look at the context of the discussion, what he's saying is he comes from Eritrea, right, and it comes as a.
You know if you backpedal any fast, you're gonna go through the wall over there.
He's running away from
because you're moonwalking like there's no tomorrow.
Let me hear what he says.
And he's coming to Britain. He's saying, I don't feel proud to be British. I don't want to be British. Basically, he's saying if you don't want to be British.
What did he say exactly?
I can't remember the words. He said something about he's against being British.
Was he polite? Was he polite or was he hostile?
Yeah, I think it's polite.
Okay.
I think it's polite. That's why I think Tom Robinson's is completely inappropriate.
Do you believe anyone got
and I condemn that for being inappropriate. But here's the thing. What he's saying is, what he's saying is, if you don't like it here and you've escaped from another country and you think that place is better, then go back there, right? But he's rude for doing it in that way, absolutely.
Rude or
I condemn for that.
Yeah. Rude or racial.
Just do the truth, you know.
No, brother.
No, it's a way of saying it.
You know, look. Here's the thing. Look. Here's the thing. I don't buy that.
That's the social historical context behind that phrase.
I don't buy all that. Here's the thing. I'll give you an example. Let me give you an example.
We ain't selling it, no.
I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. Let me tell you why. Let me give you an example. Okay, you know the time where Tom Robinson hit a black guy in the face, right? Okay, so now lots of black guys were saying, okay, that's because he's racist, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but the fact is, he's done the same thing to Antifa guys, and they're white. Right?
Because they was attacking him.
Yeah, okay, well so was that guy attacking him.
That guy was attacking him?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? The guy was attacking him?
He was about to attack him.
He was about to attack him.
He was attacking him?
Do you wait? Are you gonna wait? He was about to attack him. Do you wait for somebody? He was like this, going like towards him. Do you wait for somebody to smash you in the face?
I did watch the video.
I did watch the video.
So you think that guy was going to attack him? So he hit him
looked
first?
like he was attacking, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. It was.
He was moving erratic around him. He didn't look like he was going to attack him.
I didn't think he was going to attack him.
Just moving erratic.
I feel like what happened with Tommy Robinson, a bit of that EDL come out. He's seen the black guy and just went boom.
And look, maybe he misread it. Maybe it was the thing of the moment. I don't think that you can judge from that.
If he was racist, would you be still bothered about what he's saying and what he's done? Would he still be a state?
I don't support racists. No, I don't support racists. But having said that, somebody has to deal with it. And unless somebody's dealing with it, why all the hoo-ha about calling it Muslim? Think about the problem. That's the main issue. Right? So, but of course, if it's a race, I'll be against him for that, for sure.
He's causing problems for minorities. You know what I'm saying? He's putting 50 pence in the back of racists to cause issues for minorities. That's the reason we're not feeling him.
Do you want to know the sort of stuff Tommy does? Tommy will walk through somewhere like an Asian community in Luton, yeah? After he's been talking the most amount of stuff, yeah, and winding people up, yeah, as he does, and then wonders, yeah, why he gets in a madness or stuff happened to him, and then he says, "Did you see that? Did you see what this happened to me?" Yeah, you can't do that to people.
Anyway,
you can't. If I come up to you and I wind you up for a certain amount of time, I expect you to eventually think, "Do you know what?
Get a reaction."
Like that's with anybody. That's not just with Muslims, white. That's with everyone. Yeah, and this is what Tommy does. He tries to cut and paste videos that make him look good and everyone and the Muslims look bad. Yeah, show the whole video of you walking through Luton.
But you know, here's the funny thing. But here's the funny thing. At the end of the day, right? Nobody cares what's happening to innocent people. You care about your name, and you care about him being racist and this and that and the other. I think the fact that nobody's dealing with
what am I supposed to care about? What am I supposed to care about? He's the EDL representative. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Okay, here's the
say, come Tommy, let's chill.
No, here's the point. Here's the point. How can you fight somebody, right? For somebody who's dealing with, who's trying to highlight a point that's not being dealt with.
No.
And he's the only one that's talking about.
My friend.
But then deal with the problem. At least be vocal about it. That's what
I can tell. My friend. I can tell you're a very smart gentleman, yeah. And at the same time, you understand. You're smart enough to understand that Tommy's using things for propaganda and for political reasons, as opposed to being genuine about the subject. That's totally different, yeah? If he can say, do you know what, if I can do X, Y, and Z and get this response from that, yeah, strategically he's going to do that. He doesn't genuinely want to do that action. That's what Tommy does. Yeah, that's what Tommy does.
Do you know how he's playing the narrative?
I mean, you'll talk about that one thing. I mean, I can't comment on something that I haven't seen, but from what I've seen, I've never seen anything that I could translate.
Do you know why we talk about narrative, yeah? Because you was talking about facts. Tommy doesn't deal with facts. Like, for example, yeah, have you read his books, yeah? Not one place in the Quran is it teaching for Muslims to kill, yet that's what he's based the whole book on. And he's not put one ayah or surah in the... Yeah, but you talk about facts. I thought you'd have read that. He's just saying...
I'm talking about
it's based on a lie, and he's literally saying that.
I can only comment on what I've seen him speak on videos, many videos.
But you select what you watch, though, so you meant to see.
Of course I select what I watch.
Yeah, thank you.
Everybody should select what they watch. You select what you're interested in.
See Tommy Robinson, do you know what I call him? A smart racist.
Yeah, diplomat.
You see what I mean? What I say?
I don't think it's that smart. I'll be honest with you.
You see what I mean when I say that? Is that people are saying, well, if he was really this, there's no proof of him being racist or whatever. Yes. Again, to what I said earlier on, but we have people in the American police department, the FBI, that are full-blown KKK members. They don't wear it on their sleeve, yeah, because for them to further their agenda and their group's agenda, they can't publicise everything they do. So people to expect Tommy to come out and say, I just hate these people. He understands politically he's not going to get away with that. Yeah. Even though the same people that control the fucking media and that secretly want him to keep doing it. They can't be seen. They can't be seen in the public to be allowing that. So what happens is they act like they're anti-Tommy Robinson. Sorry, my friend, I'll let you speak. Yeah, but when it comes down to it, they need people like Tommy Robinson to further the average white person into following the bullshit they want them to follow. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Do you believe that Tommy Robinson was locked up and beaten up and all these things? Do you believe that?
Probably.
So if
a lot of white guys are, that don't mean nothing.
No, but if the establishment was supporting him, why would they do that?
Pardon?
If the establishment was supporting him, why would they do that?
Because sometimes you need to throw people under the bus, yeah, to further the overall agenda. Yeah, it's called a sacrifice.
So they're not working for. They're not his. Tom Robinson's not working for them. He's doing his own thing, but they're using him. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. To an extent, yeah.
Tommy Robinson.
Okay, so that's
media. Tommy Robinson is a bigger. Fact.
Why?
We've been talking about this for like how long? An hour?
Yeah, no, very long time. A very long time.
Anyway,
let's take it easy.
Anyway, the main thing is the problem. The main thing is the problem
is his job. It's his job to try and convince you that that's not an issue for you. Nationalism. The same EDL people that killed Stephen Lawrence, same EDL people that killed Tristan, the same EDL people.
Do you believe that certain EDL members are full-blown racists?
I think most, you know.
A lot of people that follow. Yeah?
I don't know. I think it's likely that they're definitely there.
Okay.
It's likely.
Okay, wait. And those people, even though they call themselves National Front or whatever, they align themselves with what? Neo-Nazism, right? Okay, so these same people that follow a person you call a saint, yeah, in effect, are representatives of neo-Nazis, right? And you're telling me you support that.
Hold on a second, Let's clarify.
How?
Let's clarify.
Go on.
Let's clarify.
Please do.
Okay. When Tommy Robinson made the EDL, right, and I don't know if you follow him, you would have seen his
what about before the EDL?
Let me finish.
He was a spokesman for other organisations as well. So let's start from the beginning.
United people.
Okay, there we go. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning.
Start from there.
Why? What was the United people?
That was what
all the other organisations. He's been a lot of.
I've never heard of that one.
See, exactly what I'm saying.
I don't pick and choose. I just never saw it. Do you think I pick and choose to see?
You choose what you like. You choose what you like, you know. Because I don't know.
Why don't you follow someone and if you don't know?
You just told me it's Tommy Robinson a saint. If you're calling him a saint, you should know a lot of his history, his agenda.
There's plenty of saints, I don't look up there.
No, come on, not everyday living. I'm not talking about ones that are in biblical books, my friend. I'm talking about everyday life. You call Tommy Robinson a living guy. You could easily, with the click of a button, find out his whole history. Well, you haven't. So, but you're telling me this and that.
Because I've researched a lot. You're being silly. It hasn't come up.
Wait, stop. You've researched a lot. You researched a lot, but you didn't know he called someone a cunt and told him to go back to Africa.
Yeah, I just found out
you've researched a lot.
Oh my God! Do you think I watch everything Tommy Robinson says?
Yes, I don't.
I watch a few YouTube videos.
What's the chance of you knowing all the good things and not bad things?
Wait. So you said
okay, so you don't believe me? Fine. Okay, I'm not going to. You don't believe? You don't believe, right?
Sorry.
So how can you base someone being a saint off having limited knowledge then? So would that not have a fault in your actual opinion of what he is then?
Because I'm basing it on what I do know about him. I'm basing it on the fact that he's supporting, right, one of the only people that are publicly whistleblowing what is going on, and he's been doing it for 8 years and being beaten up for it. I know that.
So what about him?
So I don't need to know everything else about his life, right, to say that he's doing what he did.
So what about the information that this brother brought up then?
I think that I could demo for that. We spoke about that.
Yeah.
That's only a year ago.
Exactly.
I hadn't seen that. And I could demo for that. And it's not hard for me to condemn it. I don't have to, just because I support him on one thing doesn't mean I can't condemn him on something else. But it is about condemning, because when we're having this conversation for 3/4 of an hour and it took you about 45 minutes to come and, well, not you, but in general, the people to just say, yeah, it's a terrible thing what they're doing and the police should do something about it. It was all about Tommy. I have no problem saying if Tommy does something wrong, I condemn it.
How long did it take you to condemn it though? How long did it take you to condemn it though?
You said you respect Tommy. Wait, stop.
As soon as
You said
4 minutes. I think it was about 30 seconds.
You said you support Tommy Robinson talking about grooming and other things that need to be spoken about in the public, yeah? Now, how can you back that up from a man that you don't even know his own personal background?
I don't need to, I just explained to you 3 seconds ago.
I could be a murderer talking about let's stop murder. That doesn't make sense. You can't not know somebody's background and then call them credible when they speak on certain things. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. I don't need to know every single thing about somebody, right, to judge them. On what I do know about them. I know a lot, and I feel I know
enough. Part of information that you need to know.
Because what criminal records?
Okay, now you know he's a racist.
He has a very long
Explain to him.
hooliganism, mortgage fraud.
I know that. You know what the hooliganism is for?
For what?
It's for knocking out Nazis. That's what it's for.
How do you know that?
Stop. Do you want to know what my cousin's conviction was for? Yeah, he didn't do what he got nicked for, but in the eyes of the law it says that he's done this on paper. Don't give me that shit, bro. Yeah, you got convicted of this, so in the eyes of the public and society, this is what you've done, my friend. Don't talk about it was this incident or there's no excuse. You got nicked for hooliganism. I'm not gonna, you know, try and defend. I think it's.
What?
He punched a Nazi.
Yeah. Look, when he started the EDL, right, very early on, right, there was people, BMP or some Nazi or whatever organisation, they wanted to join in, right, and he told them straight away, don't come here, you're not wanted here, okay? Tommy Robinson, right, he's got friends that are non-white. He's got black friends, he's got Indian friends, he's got other friends. He lives in a multicultural. Let me finish. He lives in a multicultural society. He was never. His point was, right, that these things that are happening, he's against these things. So he was very specific about what he's against, right? Whereas the BMP people, or wherever they were, right, they just hated anybody that wasn't white and wanted to kick everybody out of the country, right? So he was against them. So he said, don't come here, don't want you, okay? And I think it was a different time it happened. It was maybe by a football game, and he had some scuffle with those same kind of people. And he scuffled and he punched the guy. Okay, so that's who it was. It was a Nazi. It was a Nazi.
Him saying,
so because he punched the Nazi, just a minute ago you thought he was a racist because he hit a black guy, but now
what does that mean? Did he know that guy was a Nazi when he hit him? Did he know that guy was a movie? Wait, stop. Did he know?
No, but I'm saying the EDL itself.
Did he know that guy was a Nazi when he hit him?
Guys, all this stuff is online.
Did he know that guy was a Nazi when he hit him? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
He knew that guy was a Nazi and he hit him for that specific reason.
Yeah, listen, Tommy's saying that
he was fighting them. He didn't want them to be part of his group. So going back to how this whole thing started off. This whole thing started. You asked, are there people that are that are racist in his organisation? Probably, but he has fought it as much as he could, right?
Tommy's saying that I've got black, Muslim. Hey, listen, I've got black, Muslim, all these people, as friends. Reminds me of when white people say, nigger, because I said to him, why you say nigger for? I've got black friends, I got black friends. Same card,
What has that got to do with it?
Him being racist. Him saying that I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I've got black friends.
It's not the same thing.
I've got black people, so I'm not racist. I'm not black. Yeah.
My niece.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah, no. People like, I'm not racist because I've got black friends.
I've got black friends in the
same shit,
Tommy's friends, I like him. Tommy's black friends, I like him.
Here's the problem: there's a black racist guy.
Yeah, in the sticks out there.
So much like the kind.
What are you talking about? He hasn't said any. He hasn't done.
He said I've got black friends. So you know what? I'm not racist.
You know what? If somebody says they've got black friends, that must mean they're racist.
No.
What the hell are you
I'm not racist
talking
because I've got black friends.
If you've got black friends, that means
I'm explaining to you.
So what's the point bringing it up then?
Why bring it up?
That's not the point. I'm explaining to you that he's not the same as a BMP guy who wants to kick all
No, he is. The only reason why he left is to legitimise his claim. That's all he's done.
He grew up in a multicultural.
No, he left because there was a lot of like neo-Nazis joining EDL.
No, it's to legitimise his claim.
But the Luton divided,
You're talking about me judging Tommy Robinson, but it looks like you guys know a lot less about him. What you're claiming about me actually seems to be what's happening to you, because I'm getting it directly from him. You must be getting it from other sources.
You're getting it from an
I've got Twitter.
Do you follow him on Twitter?
Yeah, I follow him.
You don't. Thank you. Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. That's exactly my point. You're following people, right?
I don't have Twitter.
Exactly.
Organisation with that woman.
You are following people that specifically want to tarnish Tony Robinson.
I'm getting
exactly what you do about me. You're doing, but I'm not.
He wrote it though.
Wait, he just said that I'm getting it directly from the person, yeah? So if you're getting information from a liar, that makes it genuine then? Is that what you're saying? That's what you're saying.
I don't even know.
You just said that you guys are
what are you talking about?
You said you get it.
Leon, did you understand that? I didn't understand it. Leon, you understand that? So you repeat. Leon understands it. I'll take it to repeat it.
They understood it because
you believe the information you're getting is genuine.
You
From somebody that's a liar.
Yeah, you said credible information. Yeah, you got the information
because you lied. Because you lied. That doesn't make you a liar all the time, does it?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what you just said.
No, I didn't.
You did.
What I said.
That's not a fact.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. What I said was the reason why, right? I follow some of Tommy Robinson, but I don't spend my time following Tommy Robinson. To an extent,
you know what it is?
If Uncle someone saying,
I don't think as a human race that we have the right.
Okay, but you
don't even know nothing about it.
You're not the same as me. You're not the same as me. I'm just saying that he's doing great stuff. I don't mean
never give rating. I don't give rating to someone I don't know.
I don't mean it's maybe the same.
Never give rating to someone I don't rate.
Okay, opinions are just because we don't agree with it. Then we're basically saying saying,
I mean,
you can talk, you can play with me if you say the same
I don't want to keep repeating that. What I'm saying is that I
don't know
support him directly. You, on the other hand, are getting stuff that people are speaking about, and so of course they're going to cherry pick all the bad stuff. So you're claiming that I'm cherry picking, but you're cherry picking. That is why you have different information. That's why I got you. I got you.
No, I don't even hate you. That's the crime.
That's
not his shirt page.
I can hate Chinese.
I know, you don't understand
With his Wi-Fi, he paid.
Believe me, it's not a crime.
Yeah, he wrote it, but you're choosing what to see on his account.
What about you, Sempi? You said the pedophile for you. You didn't even know. You didn't even know he's a fucker.
I don't follow Twitter. I don't use Twitter. I only use YouTube. The only YouTube. I use YouTube.
Yeah. Remember we said that you're
anyway, it's very clear that you're cherry picking, so I don't even. You don't follow him directly. I follow him directly.
I follow him as well, but you don't know about the thing.
Didn't you say earlier that you look for certain things?
Yeah.
Anyone getting a tube? The last tube is going soon, you know.
When you're going on the internet.
We're talking about Islam. I have interest in looking up things about Islam. Both.
Yes, that's cherry picking.
Cherry picking. That's not cherry picking. Means you take from an interest.
Parts of it.
What suits you, right?
If you're looking at if you're talking about Tommy Roberts, that's not cherry picking. You don't understand what cherry picking.
What's the chance of you knowing all the good things and not bad things about Tommy?
I'm telling you, I know across the board a certain amount. It's you're the one that's cherry picking. I just explained that 3 seconds ago.
Wait. You know all the good things about him, and we know all the bad things about him.
I've answered that 5 times. Next.
I just answered it. This is only 2 round. It's only 2 rounds.
So saying the end without
I think it's after 11.
You're not following Tommy Robinson. You're following somebody who's cherry picking stuff from Tommy Robinson.
Who's following? That makes it legit.
I don't know what time the last
No, what I'm saying is I'm getting a much more of an average of what Tommy Robinson's saying as you are, because you're cherry picking. He's getting from somebody who's cherry picking. That's what I'm saying.
You might as well cut to the station.
Okay, is that stuff? I think we're finished. I think we're done. Yeah. Cheers, man.
Man, I know some love. Man's out on his ones defending the thing, you get me? That's a respect still. Man ain't run down, no argument. Look how long you been holding that empty cup.
I feel energized actually, I feel energized. Let's start again.
How long you been holding that empty cup for, man?
What?
Look how long you been holding that empty cup.
I got nowhere to put it, I'm not going to throw it on the street. Guys, thank you very much.
Cool, man.
Cool.
Alright, man. Catch you later, man. Alright, brother.
Have a good
Peace.
From your man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
Like, they're all gone home in it from the listen, I want this to be a conversation between all of us. Ultimately, I think we all notice that Somalis don't see themselves as part of this collective. So we need to work out why and work out how we can bring us all in. Because ultimately, we all have the same. Ultimately, we're all beefing the same position.
That's right.
And bro, you're not gonna win it without us, innit? That's a fact.
No, we need everybody, bro.